In the Likutei Sichos Chelik Yud, Parshas Neah, the third Sicha, page 35, the Rebbe brings rayas that according to Rashi, the water of the Mabul was not boiling, was not reischin. And then the Rebbe says, what's the reason of Rashi? So you could say, number one, Aleph, Ein hechrech b'pshuta shel mikra leheisiv neh shoyim mayim reischim. There's no hechrech, there's no reason in pshat, there's nothing forcing us in simple pshat to add psanu nes, which is not written, that it was boiling water. And the second thing he says, Beis, because I'll be pshuta shel mikra, and simple pshat, eich niskayma hateva b'mayim reischim. How could the teva, the ark, survive in boiling water? So in derech pshat, probably it wasn't. But the Fabrengen, when the Rebbe said the Sikha, which was Shabbos Parshas Neah Tovshin Lamed Daled, so there the Rebbe brought another ayah, that since the Yena brought the leaf, the olive leaf, a leaf from the olive tree, and where did it come from? From a tree that must have survived the Mabul. If it would have been boiling water, it wouldn't have survived the Mabul. That's what the Rebbe mentioned. When this was written in the Sikha here, the Rebbe crossed it out. Now everyone has to learn his own pshat. Why did the Rebbe cross it out? That this is seemingly not a raya. Then another thing. In the Ha'orah it says, "B'tzorich mipirish Rashi." The Rebbe asks a kasha, and what he says that according to Rashi it wasn't boiling. He has a kasha from Rashi, which Rashi says when they made the teva from Atzei Gefer. So Rashi says the word Gefer is al shem gofris, is because of the word gofris. Gofris means sulfur, and it's from the same word as Gefer as the name of the tree, the wood that the teva was made. And Rashi says shenigzru aleim limachas beis, because of gofris, that the teva, the Mabul was, the gzeir of the Mabul was that they would be wiped out with it, with gofris. So l'chura, from this Rashi, we see that it was reischin, because gofri means it was hot, it was sulfur, which sulfur makes fire. So l'chura, from there is a raya that against what the Rebbe says, and the Rebbe says v'tzorich iyun. The truth is, this question from this Rashi was asked by the Rebbe when the Sikha was given in. The Sikha was given in with this thing that the Rebbe says that according to Rashi it wasn't hot. The question was asked by the Rebbe. And then it was written to the Rebbe, maybe the pshat is that Chatchila, the Gzeire was, when the Rebbe told him to make the Teva, the Gzeire was that it should be Reischin, and that's why he said Atzei Gefer al Shem Gofris. But Lepel Mamish, the Rebbe changed for the good and took up that part of the Reischin. This part also the Rebbe crossed out. This whole thing the Rebbe crossed out is trying to give this answer, the Rebbe crossed it out, and all the Rebbe left was, he wrote, when there was a question asked from Rashi, the Rebbe wrote, Pirish Rashi. The Rebbe also added the words, Urei Pirish Rashi Vayera Yuteschav Daled, but he left it as a kasha, and obviously didn't accept the answer that was tried to be given to the Rebbe, that the reason is that what it really means is that originally it was supposed to be reischin. That's why it was originally mitzad gofris. But L'Pel Mamish, the Rebbe should change for the better. The Rebbe didn't accept that answer, and he left it open as a kasha.